The GameSir's G7 Pro is, in my opinion, a super well-rounded Xbox-style controller with great mechanics and some smart features. For my needs, it's got everything I could want and the price is fair, so I think it might be just as interesting for you guys following this channel as it is for me. We've got a 1000Hz polling rate over cable and Wi-Fi, and there still is a Bluetooth mode if you need it. There are mechanical and optical switches all over this thing, but let's take it one step at a time. In the box you find the controller itself, the Wi-Fi dongle, some swappable D-pads, and a nice charging dock. The LED on the dock is super bright and a little bit annoying, but it only lights up briefly after you place the controller, so no reason to worry here. Personally, I still think the Supernova's charging light is nicer. The first thing you notice when you pick up the G7 Pro is the build quality. The white plastic body feels sturdy, the molding is precise, and the surface has a slightly coarse texture. The grip areas on the sides aren't rubber, they are hard plastic. I actually like that better since rubber tends to wear out. The analog sticks, on the other hand, are rubberized with a fine texture, and for me, the grip and feel is perfect. Pop off the magnetic faceplate and you can swap the D-pad for the one you prefer. Other G7 style faceplates also do fit. You get a headset jack and a mute button, and lighting is kept simple with just the Xbox logo, which I think works well together with the clean design. Now for the mechanics, the part I care about most. Both sticks use GameSir's contactless TMR sensors, which are a step up from the older Hall sensors. Latency is great, about 2.8 milliseconds wired and 10 milliseconds wireless, based on tests I found online. Dead zones also are excellent, almost zero in the center and around 0.4 millimeters at the edge. The face buttons use optical micro switches. On my unit, the X button felt the most snappy, while the others had a tiny bit of wobble. Still, overall, they're good switches. The D-pad uses mechanical switches, which are clickier than the buttons, but a bit too soft for my taste if you're aiming for super high level precision, like in competitive fighting games or speedrunning platformers or something. For regular gaming though, they're more than fine. On the back you get 6 more buttons. LB and RB are tech switches. Below those are 2 mechanical buttons that are super clicky and pretty handy. All the secondary buttons are tactile switches as well. The triggers use Hall sensors, which is already nice, but here's the cool part. With the trigger locks on the back engaged, they transform into clicky micro switches. And below them are 2 more tactile buttons that you can also lock. The software has improved a lot and became more stable compared to earlier builds. Take note that you need to connect via cable to set the controller up, and it'll probably do a firmware update right away. Mine went through without a hitch. You can set up profiles and access them later with the M shortcut key, adjust vibration, polling rate, and dead zones. There's also a full button remapping. I like moving stick clicks to the extra shoulder buttons. You can tweak stick curves, set up the gyro, adjust trigger response curves, and even fine-tune vibration. Just pause the video if you want to take a closer look at the different options. So what's not so great? First, it's wired only on Xbox consoles. An Xbox licensed version though, which is wireless, is coming later this year. Second, there are no macro or turbo functions, which are pretty common on PC controllers nowadays. That's something GameSir's could probably add via software. Also, while the overall material quality is high, the D-pad feels a bit cheap. No idea why they dropped the ball there. And lastly, you can't swap thumbsticks without opening the controller. I personally think they are perfect as they are, but for a Pro controller, as it's advertised, swappable sticks should be an option. In spite of these negatives, I think the G7 Pro is still a fantastic controller for the price, $79.99 or €99.99. For casual gaming, I keep the polling rate at 500Hz to save battery, and it's been working out great so far. If you decide to grab one, you can use this discount code along with my affiliate link below. I get a small cut and it doesn't cost you extra. Being an affiliate for me just means I test this stuff even more critically. Recommending bad gear helps nobody, least of all me or you. I've been using the controller for the last couple of weeks now, and no matter which game I played, I had a great experience. The only buttons I sometimes pressed by accident are the extra buttons down here on the back. But they are lockable if they get too annoying for you. In my case, I got used to them like after a week or so, and I didn't misclick anymore. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think about the G7 Pro in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.